Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're building another small house like we did last time. This time it's more of a house other than more of a mood station like it was last time. So this is basically it. I tried to go for more of a modern look than and a mix of New York City apartment and cabin. The inside's cabin, the outside's more modern. So this is basically it. It has all the necessities. It has a bed, a kitchen, a living room, and a toilet, but that's all there is in the bathroom because the house, it isn't that big and it isn't that expensive, but it's a pretty good thing and you could definitely get your moods up in it. So that's basically it. Alright, let's get into it. So I just started off by building the layout like you would a normal house. As you can see, it's not very big, but obviously it's not going to be that expensive. Then I started doing the coloring and the roofs. Again, I tried to go for more of a modern touch outside, so I wanted to add these pillars that would look like it wrapped around the roof. A bunch of modern houses have that, and a bunch of modern houses in Bloxburg have that, so I just kind of wanted to add it because I thought it would look pretty cool and give it more shape of an indent, I guess you could say. Then I started adding the roof. I basically just used bricks and concrete because I felt like it gave off modern vibes. I don't know. And here you can see I made it so it looks like it wraps around. I thought it looked pretty cool. I really like it. Then I started adding the one window and the whole house, wall trims, and a door. That's basically all there was on the outside, and one plant. I didn't add much gardening. I didn't even add if you wanted to, you could add more. You could add trees and obviously plants and stuff that would go under the trees and bushes and rocks and pebbles and all that stuff. I didn't even add a pathway because I didn't want it to take up that much money. Obviously it's not needed. You can if you want to. Obviously it's your house. You can do whatever you want with it. But this is basically just what I did. I added a little plant and that was about it for the outside. Then in the inside, I started adding the kitchen. I changed the kitchen up a few times, but I tried to edit most of it out. Again, I went for more of a cabin look on the inside, so it was cottagecore, cabin, cozy, all that stuff. This house, it wasn't that hard to build, and at one point I do use advanced placement because I forgot to place the pillars before. And if you have advanced placement and you don't know, you can't place pillars after you place the walls down without advanced placement. So I just placed them in some of the corners, so if you wanted to do that before, you can if you don't have it. So this could definitely be a no Game Pass house. There's probably advanced placement in it where I don't know where it is, but this wasn't really a challenge where I tried to use no Game Passes, so I just kind of built whatever. And I didn't take up most of the Game Passes where it's definite Game Passes were being used. I didn't use multiple floors. I obviously didn't use large plot. I didn't use the transform tool or the color wheel. I probably just used advanced placement once or twice. Here you can see I placed down the pillar after the walls, which you usually can't do without advanced placement, I don't think. So yeah, that could be the one change if there was anything to change. And this house has all the things you would need to get your moods up and stuff. And it's not a lot. You can get up your phone by using the TV or even the books, energy by using the chair or the bed. You can make food in the kitchen obviously, and then you can use the toilet in the bathroom. In the bathroom, I was debating on adding toilet paper or not, but then I thought, well, I'm trying to make this house as cheap as it can be with still being functional. So I just added the toilet because obviously toilet paper in Bloxburg, you can't really use it. So I thought there was no point in adding it. I would add it to regular houses, just not to this one, I guess. Then I started adding the windows to let in some natural light because I hate when Bloxburg builders don't use any windows at all. I love using windows in my builds. Sometimes I think I even overuse them, and my builds are practically clear and just made out of windows. But honestly, I kind of like it. I like when builds have a lot of windows, so yeah. Then I started coloring the kitchen. I wanted to go for this marble and wooden look, and then more stone, it was built someone man-made this house. Well, obviously that's how all houses are made. Someone out in the wilderness could have made it with few resources that they had, so I tried to go for more of stone and stuff, so it could have been made by one person. So then I just started coloring the cabinets and stuff and adding more of the details to the house. I added an oven hood. I don't even know why I added that, but it added light, so it was fine. After that, I colored some of the walls because I was procrastinating, I guess, and I just didn't do it to begin with. Here, again, I use advanced placement, but you don't need to add a carpet. It's not necessary, so if you don't want to, you don't need to. Or if you don't have advanced placement, you don't need to. You could place down a carpet and not resize it. So like I said here, I color the walls because I didn't do that before. And then I placed on the pillars. Here's where I recommend putting them, but then I replaced one of them, so I replaced the other. And it just didn't look as good after, so I would just recommend keeping them there instead of like moving it like I did. See, it looked good. I don't know why I started moving everything, but I don't know. It looked better before. Whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But then I just added the toilet, the one thing that you can get your hygiene up, the one thing. Oh my god, it's taking forever. And yeah, I keep replacing pillars. I don't know why I did that. So here's the toilet. I colored it marble because there's a marble colored one, but that one is so expensive for what reason? Like, just get a cheap one and color it marble. I don't see why it has to come marble. Like, they're the same thing. One's not going to get your hygiene up faster. Well, it does, but like in real life it wouldn't. Then I started making the living room. I added like a TV, which I didn't add in the last build, I don't think. I added like everything in this build. I didn't add like anything in the last build. We literally had a sleeping bag in the last one. That's how like unuseful it was. But it'd be pretty good as a mood station, I guess. So then I added plants because I thought this house would be like, if someone were to live here, I thought they'd be like a plant person. Because I feel like people that live in cabins are like plant people. Then I added one of the cheaper sofas because I really didn't want to make the budget go up anymore. Because this house was supposed to be an easy house to build for like newer players and stuff where you could build it with no game passes. But yeah, here I added a shelf and then I just put books on top of it to fill it up, I guess, because the house was kind of empty. It wasn't very full, so I just wanted to add more stuff. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this build, and if you make it, I hope I made it easy for you, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye, guys.